everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Caroline, that's me. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well, taking care of yourself, drinking your water, just having your best hot girl summer. For me, I'm having more of a, I wouldn't say hot girl, more of a warm to cool mid-range girl summer. Like, I don't know, this summer she hasn't been giving what she's supposed to give, but it's okay, it would move. Maybe fall, 'cause I do love a good October. Are you an October person? I love fall, like Halloween vibes. I'm rambling. Let me get to the actual point. So in today's video, we're going to be installing this wig from MILLY Hair. It is a deep wave and I got 18 inches because this time I want to do more of a, I want to just get back to my basics. I want to do a little curly bob. I feel like that's kind of how I started most of my YouTube videos, and back then when I could only afford like 20 inches to 18 inches of hair, I would do curly bobs all the time because I feel like curly bobs just kind of flatter my face. I feel like this gave me a cute little young look because I'm young, kind of. So I just finished plucking the knots and I did bleach the knots as well. It doesn't specify it says HD lace, so I'm just gonna believe it's just standard Swiss brown, light brown lace, but I feel like just for regular non-HD lace, it's like pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off this lace back here. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my ear pods so I can play some music without, you know, getting, so I can play some music without getting copyrighted, but still can talk to you guys. I always feel like earpods in the video is tacky, but honestly, it's 2021. It's the norm now. I'm gonna go ahead and tint the lace. Even though I said it was a good match, I still always just tint the lace on my wigs because I feel like it's like a perfect match, you know? Instead of using my foundation, I usually use my concealer, but unfortunately I left like my makeup bag, my hair bag at home back with my parents that has like my hair stuff, so I'm just gonna do what I got. But this is my foundation and it matches. Go ahead with this little dense brush and just buff that under the lace to tint it. Since this lace was already like a pretty good match for me, using my exact foundation shade is like not going to be a big deal. If it's like HD lace, you can definitely use your same exact foundation shade, but if you find out that the lace is probably a little too dark, you don't want to use your same foundation shade because it's going to make it darker. It's better you use like probably 2 to 3 shades lighter to kind of like make it all equal, you know? Math, hair math. But since it's a pretty good match for my skin tone, I can go ahead and use the exact foundation shade. Now I'm done with that. I'm gonna go ahead and just blow dry. I'm just gonna go ahead and blow dry all of this stuff so like I don't have any like makeup residue on my head. Make sure my wig cap is pulled back, because the only reason why I have a wig cap, it's not for like bald cap purposes or anything. It's literally just, you know, one, so I'm not showing you guys my crazy looking cornrows, and two, so my hair doesn't get caught in the clips, which also can make my cornrows get messier. But yeah, let's just make sure you have it pulled back so it's not showing under the lace. Unless you're doing a bald cap, which is a completely different conversation. Go ahead and cut off my side ear tabs, whatever they're called. So for today's adhesive, we're going to be using this Got To Be Glued, the black one. I've been using the Ebin lace glue for the longest and I really like it, but again, part of leaving all my hair stuff back in my parents' house. Don't have that with me. What I'm gonna do is just get like a nice little layer like you would like, I guess, lace glue. And I'm just gonna try to place that under the lace where the hair is gonna be laying. Just a nice light layer. This stuff sticks pretty well. I'll also try to push back my edges while I'm doing that. And then I'm gonna go ahead with this comb and just work that lace into that product. Go in my blow dryer on cool and just get that to all stick down. I'm gonna go ahead with these cuticle scissors and cut in a jagged line the lace, and it's better to do some sections, that way you can like make sure you're not getting lifting. You can just take your time on each section. My one beef with the Got To Be glue is that it's not as fast drying as the Ebin hairspray. So like the lace is still lifting because it's still wet. That's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull out my baby hairs and kind of just keep pressing the lace down into that glue and pushing the hair down too to kind of really promote the lace to stick. I'm going to add a little bit more of the Got To Be onto the parts that are still kind of lifting. All right, cool. That's stuck, and it's going to repeat across the rest of the hair. swear, my hair clips never want to stay in my hair. I'm like terrible at clipping my hair away. Like, what? Now I got the clip tangled in my hair. Jesus is Lord. Okay. Now that the lace is glued down, I'm gonna use this elastic band to let that really just finish drying, because I don't like sweeping my baby hairs and I start to get lifting, because that just makes the whole install 10 times more frustrating in my opinion. So I like to do all the steps that I can do to make sure that I am not getting any lifting. While the lace is simmering, we're gonna figure out the part. I'm just gonna part this side. Okay, now it's baby hair styling time. Gonna be using my trusty old Eco Styler to lay them down. And going to go ahead and press this hair down before you tangle it, so I can see the shape that I'm going for. Stay with your people. feel like I can low-key part into here. Okay. No, I think it's like it's like 180% density, well, or 150, because like it doesn't feel super full, but also not too thin. So maybe it's 150, but these ends for sure are gonna get cut. I want like a very blunt type of bob look, so I'm just gonna, I don't want to cut too much. I want to keep the length. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut these ends off real nice and blunt. Cut the bangs just a little bit. I feel like the curls always just curl better when you give the ends a nice good trim. I'm gonna layer this just a little bit. Just a teeny bit. Don't want major layers. I might cut this a little bit shorter. Cool. In here, I just have water, and I'm just gonna spray that all over the hair to define the curls. So I'm gonna let this hair air dry and come back to y'all with the dried finish, almost finished basically, finished product. Go in with my hot comb and just shape the hair up a bit the way that I want it to look. Gonna use some wax stick to kind of smooth over some spots, just really give a nice clean finish. I'm also gonna just pluck away any unnecessary hairs. These are all just like little finishing steps you can do to really just make the look even more professional and like, you know, you paid or something to get it done. Use this comb a little bit to kind of help fluff the curls up a bit to give it more volume, because I am a big hair type of girl, especially if it's like a curly bob. I feel like the bigger the better, so I'm just gonna lift the roots a bit, just kind of give it a more fuller effect without doing too much, because I still want the curls to keep their definition, but I don't want it too poofy now. And I'm also gonna just cut off any excess lace that's kind of just like peeking through, because that also will help give it a really good clean finish. It's really all about the details, and sometimes when you cut off the excess lace, of course it'll start to lift, but we're gonna fix that in a minute. Try to scrape off all this excess glue. One thing I do now is I also comb through the baby hairs after they've been laid, just to kind of not have them looking so, what's it called, so stiff. But I mean, since the Eco Styler will flake a little bit, so I'll just get a little of water onto my edge brush, just a little bit, kind of just take away that flaking. Now, if you have some lifting, or just like you have some lifting, a little bit of foundation, concealer that's just a little bit lighter than me, just a little bit. I'm just gonna put that into the part, get that hoe popping. It's really all the tiny details, y'all, that make a frontal closure, wig, install, whatever. Alright, well that is all I have for you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in another one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was actually helpful to you guys and you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, comment down below. But yeah, peace out, Girl Scouts. Goodbye.